This one in particular is supposed to be the one that helps the most with pore care and deep cleansing. And although it is a huge toner bottle, it is 500 mils, it only costs like 500 yen in Japan. I did only use this the one time and not gonna lie, like this is not it. Hi, minasan konnichiwa, this is Tina and welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're going to be talking about some J beauty hits and misses. If that sounds like your thing, then please go ahead and channel 登録しちゃってください。しちゃいなよ。This time for hits and misses, we are going to be talking exclusively about some Japanese skincare products. I do feel like there's a lot more K-beauty reviews in English versus J-beauty reviews in English, and I know a lot of you guys come to my channel to know info on Japanese skincare products. So I thought, why not? We'll do a dedicated J-beauty hits and misses. So let's get it started. So first, I actually have two products from the same brand, Rosette, which I feel like I possibly have never talked about it on my channel, or if I did, it has been years and years ago. They are a brand that honestly has been around for what seems like forever. And I remember always seeing their colorful like face washes from when I was a teenager whenever I went back to Japan. I didn't know about this, but they're actually the first brand in Japan to produce a cream-based cleanser in 1929, so almost 100 years ago. So they are kind of the masters of cleansing, and a bulk of the products that they produce are cleansers. So first we have the Rosette Yumemiru Balm in Smooth Moisture. The packaging is literally a perfect match with my nails. So this one is a balm cleanser, and there's actually 5 different types in this range, but I did choose the one with the green lid since it does seem to be the most popular one in Japan. This one was ranked as the best new cleanser in 2020 on Cosme, as well as the best buy cleanser in 2021 on LDK. This one in particular is supposed to be the one that helps the most with pore care and deep cleansing, hence the name Smooth, because it's supposed to help to smooth your skin texture while still being moisturizing. I have tried many oil cleansers from Japan, but this was actually the first ever cleansing balm I have tried, and honestly I feel like I hit the mark because the texture is so divine. It is one of the easiest melting cleansing balms I've ever tried, if you get what I mean. Like as soon as I put it on my palms and rub them together, it melts away into this creamy texture. It does feel great on the skin because it literally just glides across it. It removes makeup well, and it does give those pores a nice deep clean without drying your skin out. I feel like I've barely used it yet. Like I haven't used a ton of it as of yet because I do tend to use it whenever I'm wearing like a full face of makeup like today, but I only do that like once a week or so. But even saying that, I feel like it's one of my favorite cleansing balms that I've tried so far. So all of the Yumemiru balms use clay as one of their key ingredients, since we know it can give a deep cleanse and also draw out those impurities. This one uses marine clay to cleanse those pores, avocado oil to break down the makeup, and then ceramides to help moisturize. The packaging is also really simple but functional. It just has a pop-up lid, and it doesn't have like an extra lid in here to fiddle with, and the spatula just sits inside the lid there. Very simple. I must say that sometimes the spatula falls into the cleansing balm, but honestly it's not that big of a deal, and it is nice and compact for a cleansing balm. It does retail for just under 2,000 yen in Japan, and pretty much every single drugstore sells it, so yeah, obviously it's been a hit. Next I have the Rosette Edo Cosme Rice Bran Enzyme Powder Wash. So this one is by that same brand Rosette, although it is their sub-brand called Edo Cosme, and it is inspired by the fact that they used to use rice bran as a cleanser back in the Edo period. So that's what the Edo Cosme stands for. All of their products do have the inclusion of rice bran extract. I did introduce enzyme powder washes recently in a pore care video, and they are such a great way to get a gentle yet exfoliating wash, especially for someone who gets sensitized by chemical exfoliants like me. These ones do come in little sachets, and they have little designs on it. Very cute. Of course, individually wrapped products can be wasteful, although we did buy these while we were traveling Japan, so it was great for that. So this one uses rice bran extract and rice germ oil to smooth skin texture, and then uses papain, protease, and charcoal to gently exfoliate while deeply cleansing. It honestly is nice and a fine product, yet it's not really anything special. For a powder wash, I feel like it's just not that exfoliating. It doesn't really leave my skin feeling smooth. And if I was to use this, I would just rather use a regular cleanser or a even grittier powder cleanser like the by Wishtrend one or the Suisai ones. Although people with really sensitive skin may enjoy it since it is also colorant, fragrance, mineral oil, and alcohol free. For me, I don't know if I can say this in a hits and misses, but it honestly is like a neutral product, not really hit or not really a miss. It is a fine product, like I will continue to use it and use them up, although I just wouldn't purchase it again. In Japan, they sell for about 1,200 Japanese yen for 20 sachets. So if you are looking for a really light and compact option for when you're traveling Japan, I do think they're good instead of buying like a bottle of cleanser. Whoa, I actually have a lot of cleansers in this video, so might as well get all cleansers out of the way. The next one is the Matsukiyo Cleansing Foam. So this one is one of the self-produced brands from the drugstore Matsukiyo in Japan. So I assume you guys would know, but if you don't, Matsukiyo is one of the biggest drugstores. I think it is actually the biggest drugstore in Japan, and this is one of their kind of in-house self-produced brands called Matsukiyo, I guess. So I did buy this product probably within the first week I was in Japan because I was curious about the brand, and this cleanser was only 300 yen. Like so cheap. I think that's like $2 US, so super cheap, generous size, and I thought, why not? I have been curious about their brand. I also really like the fact that they actually had an English name and description. So it actually says cleansing foam, and then the English description for the product is a softly moisturizing cleansing foam containing moisturizing ingredients. No preservatives, colorants, or synthetic fragrances. Looking at the ingredients list, I feel like the only really moisturizing ingredients that they're talking about is glycerin and ceramide, so pretty simple. And although it does say that it is fragrance free, it does actually have lavender oil, so it does contain essential oils. But the fragrance is definitely subtle because I'm not a big fan of lavender yet. I can't really smell it in this cleanser. Although it does say moisturizing, I don't think it's moisturizing at all. It honestly was so drying to my skin. I think I used it like once or twice in Japan, but I was like, I feel so tight. So I think this was like the next cleanser that I ended up buying, the Rosette one. It is a classic kind of paste form of foaming cleanser that you foam up to create really big bubbles to wash your face, which is still in really high demand in Japan. Like I know the rest of the world tends to go for the gentler gel non-stripping cleanser, which is great, but in Japan, they still like this kind of cleanser. That's just what people are used to, and they do keep reaching for it. So that's what's in demand, and this really does give you that squeaky clean feeling, and for my dry skin it is just way too strong. Logan, my partner, has used it and he said he doesn't mind it. He has combo skin, but I haven't really seen him reaching for it that much, so I'm gonna say that it's just not a cleanser that either of us love. So yeah, this was unfortunately a miss. It just was way too drying for my dry skin. Next, I have a toner, since I do love my Japanese toners. This is the Matsukiyo Cermaide in Skin Lotion. I honestly didn't even realize that I had another Matsukiyo product in this video, but redemption arc from the cleanser. So I did briefly mention this one in my Get Unready With Me in Japan video, and although it is a huge toner bottle, it is 500 mils, half a liter, I have used a fair amount of it because honestly it only costs like 500 yen in Japan for a ceramide toner. So I was like, yeah, of course I have to give it a go. I was using it a lot while I was in Japan, especially for DIY sheet masking, since it is a great value for money and really good ingredients for like the price and everything. It does have 2 types of ceramides, 2 types of collagen, and it does also have fermented rice and sake extract. It is also colorant and fragrance free, although it does contain alcohol. I know someone did ask me on like a post or something. I would say this toner has medium level hydration and you can layer it multiple times without feeling tacky on the skin. The texture itself is slightly viscous than water, but still watery, hence why it works well for DIY sheet masking. Although just recently it looks like Matsukiyo did end up renewing this toner. It looks like they do still sell both of them online, and the ingredients list is pretty much the same, although the old one contains paraben whereas the new one doesn't, and then the new one has the addition of 3 types of hyaluronic acid to it. So this one is hyaluronic acid free, whereas the new one does contain hyaluronic acid. All in all, I do feel like it is great value for money money in terms of ingredients, the formula, and how much you get, obviously when you buy it in Japan. So if you're in Japan or you're visiting soon, that's when I would recommend getting it. I honestly don't even know if you can really buy it online. Definitely been a hit. It's also great to use on the body as well. Next we have some sheet mask, and it is the Saborino Vitamin C Morning Mask. You guys know that I already love the Saborino sheet mask, and literally as I was going to Japan, they released these new ones. This vitamin C one for the morning and then vitamin A one for the evening. So you know I had to grab it and try it out, although I did end up forgetting to buy the vitamin A one. So if you haven't heard me talk about these Saborino sheet masks already, they are a quick 60-second sheet mask that is kind of like an all-in-one. Great for busy mornings when you just need like a quick refresher, a quick bit of hydration. You can just chuck it on for 1 minute and be done. They do claim it to be an all-in-one where it works as a cleanser, skincare, and then a moisturizing base in one. I personally do just use it as a regular sheet mask, so I'll cleanse my face like normal, use toner, put on the sheet mask, and then follow with my regular skincare routine. But if you're super lazy and don't really want to do a full routine, they do claim that you can use just this to kind of finish your full skincare routine. Of course, other than sunscreen. So the new vitamin C one contains 4 types of vitamin C derivatives. So it is all about brightening and evening out that skin tone, which honestly sounds so perfect for the morning, right? Because I feel like a lot of us do tend to use vitamin C in the morning for those added benefits. And unlike their basic Saborino range, this one is actually free from ethanol and menthol. So it's not going to have that kind of skin soothing feeling to it. So I have been enjoying this one a little bit more than the regular Saborino mask, since I feel like it does have those extra benefits from the vitamin C while still being slightly more gentle, that I feel like I could use it every day. Although it does still contain fragrance, and I feel like that is like the one thing about this product that I can't decide if I love or not. I think the fragrance is supposed to be like a fruity citrus fragrance, but to me, like, honestly, it kind of can smell like cleaning products. Fragrance definitely could be better, and if you are sensitized by fragrance, this might not be the one for you, but personally it has been a hit. Alrighty, we are on the last product, and it is the Melano CC Deep Day Care UV Essence. I was actually so excited and curious about this product because you guys may have heard the Melano CC Essence or the serum. Love it. It probably is still like my most favorite affordable vitamin C of all time. This is a sunscreen by them, their first sunscreen I believe, and it does contain 2 derivatives of vitamin C as well as vitamin E in the actual sunscreen formula. So I did end up filming a first impressions of this sunscreen for a reel, which I didn't end up editing because I did only use this the one time, and not gonna lie, like, this is not it. I did not realize, and that is completely on me because I did not properly read the packaging, but on the packaging it says Oshiroi Kouka, which in short means tone up. So fair enough, I look at the ingredients list and it does contain titanium dioxide as the SPF ingredient, which does tend to have a white cast. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I do like my tone up sunscreens, like the double one. Recently the Isntree one's been really nice, the numbuzin one. So I have used tone up sunscreens before and I do enjoy a few, but this, it's white. Like other toner products I use, they usually have a beige or a pinkish tint, which looks natural on the skin, yet this is white, and I feel like it will also peel like crazy because even the one time I used it, it had a lot of product built up in my brows and my hairline. I just know it's going to be a product that's going to be really hard to work with. It does say it works well as a makeup base on the packaging here, and it probably will work better as a base versus wearing it alone, but still, it's just not worth my time, unfortunately. I used it the one time and I just don't think I'll go back again. I'm going to try to apply it for B-roll for this video. We'll see how that goes. But I do think it will be a pain of a product to try to work with on a daily basis. Since I feel like a lot of you guys are going to ask, yes, it does contain ethanol as the second ingredient on the ingredients list, and it does contain fragrance. So if they are irritants to you, just probably stay away from this one. I was very excited to try it, but I probably would have known that it wasn't for me if I had just paid a little bit more attention to the packaging instead of just like doing a impulse buy. So yeah, unfortunately, this one is a miss. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the J Beauty hits and misses. I do apologize that I haven't been uploading hits and misses every month. I will try to fit them in wherever I can. And should I do like an alternating J Beauty and then K Beauty hits and misses? Or do you like a mix? Please let me know in a comment if you do prefer one or the other. And if you do have a little bit more time to spend with me, why don't you click on one of my previous hits and misses and see what did or didn't work out for me, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye! Mwah!